What's going on, guys? In this video we're going to be building a password generator using Tkinter and Python. If you find this video useful, you enjoy it in any way, don't forget to hit that like and subscribe button. It really helps towards the YouTube algorithm. So before we get started, I just wanted to say that I'm going to assume that you guys have Python on your computer already, and that's all you're going to really need, and maybe just a text editor. I'm going to be using the Sublime Text 3 and also the Git Bash terminal. I'll leave a link in the description if you want to download those. We're not going to be going into really the basics. I'm not going to step-by-step everything. I'm going to teach you exactly what we're doing. You'll see all the code, exactly how I'm putting it out on the screen. However, I won't really go into too much detail of what's being placed there for what reasons. I'll try and do that in some future videos. We can go over some more, basic stuff. I'm going to start off by just creating a directory on my desktop, and I'm going to call it password, just like that. And then we're going to go ahead and open up Sublime. And let's go ahead and open the folder. And at the desktop, we'll find the password folder that we just created and select folder just like so. So the next step we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and import all of the libraries. And we're just going to go ahead and get all of them in there just so we're ready and we can use them if we need them. So we're going to go from Tkinter, import everything. Let's go ahead really quickly and just save this file, and we're gonna save this one inside of that folder that we created on our desktop called password. I'm just gonna call this main.py. There we go. All right, so we've got Tkinter import everything. Let's go from Tkinter import ttk. Let's go ahead and do import Tkinter as TK. We're going to need from random import randint, and we'll also need from Tkinter import message box, and we're going to need import sys and import random. Those are all the libraries that we're going to need. So we're going to just do a quick comment and say it's a main window, so we know where we're at, and we're going to go root equals a tk instance, capital T, and then let's give it a title, so root.title, and let's give it a title of random password generator tool. Whoops, generator tool, just like that. And we'll go ahead and do root.config. We'll change the background to black, and we'll do the root.geometry, and we'll set that to 1000 by 600, just like that. Let's go ahead and create the main loop. So let's do root.mainLoop, like that, and we're going to give it some space. So this is the basic starting window that we've got. It will actually pop up. Let's just go ahead and run this, just make sure we've done this correctly. So I'm going to go ahead and open up the Git Bash terminal, put that into full screen. We'll make it a little bit bigger. So let's cd to the desktop, and then we're going to cd into the password folder, and then we're going to python main.py. As you can see, we have this window. It's a little bit hard to see there, but there we go. Random password generator tool as the title. Everything looks good, so we can cross that off. So now what we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and create our logo. So let's go logo equals a label. We want it in root, and the text is going to equal whatever you want to call your program. I'm just going to call it random. Let's go ahead and do a font. So let's go font equals, and let's do Helvetica. We'll do a font size of 24. And we'll do bold, just like that. We're going to do foreground of white and a background of black. There we go. So let's now go ahead and put this on the screen. Logo.place. Let's do x equals 25 and y equals 15. There we go. So why don't we go ahead and just copy and paste this one time, and we'll change it to title. And instead of logo, we can name it as title. So let's just change those. Right, and this is the title of the app. So let's just go ahead and do welcome to random. And this size will be 16. So we can save that. And we're actually going to pack this on the screen instead of place. And instead of all of those coordinates, we're just going to do a pad y of 25. So let's copy and paste this one more time. And we're going to type version. And let's call this one version. And instead of title.pack, we're going to do version.pack. Actually, we're going to do version.place. And this one's going to be x equals 30 and y equals 575, just like that. The text will be whatever you want to do as your text. I'm just going to do version and then 1.0. Sorry, version 1.0.0 or something like that. It's completely up to you guys. And the size of this will be 10. Everything else is good. So let's go ahead and move on to the border. Sorry, I'm just blasting through this. I'm assuming that you guys have some basic knowledge on Tkinter. I'll definitely do some more beginner friendly guides on my channel as soon as I can. So let's go ahead and do a variable. We're going to do color border, and it's going to be equal to a frame. We want to put the frame in root, and we want the width to equal 800 and the height to equal 500. The background equals blue. And let's do canvas equals a canvas, and we want to put that inside of color border. So let's do color border dot pack, and we don't really need to put pad y of anything in there. So let's go ahead and create some tabs. We're going to use the TTK notebook for that. So let's go ahead and do this. The tabs will be, we're going to need a variable. It's going to be my notebook, and it's going to equal a ttk.notebook. And where do we want to put this? We want to put that inside of color border. Let's go my notebook.pack. And we want to give this one a pad y of 5 and a pad x of 5 as well, just like that. Let's go ahead and create a container, which is going to be a frame. So container equals a frame. And we want to put this inside of my notebook, just like that. And let's go container.pack. And with this one, we want to do a fill equals both and expand equals true, just like that. Cool. So let's go ahead and do the next step, which is going to be my notebook.add. And we want to add container. And the text equals, let's go password generator tool. That's perfect. So let's go ahead and save this and just run it to make sure we haven't made any errors. All right, cool. So it should look something like this right now. It looks a little bit silly, but everything will start to fall into place in a second. So we can cross that. Everything looks fine. All right, so we're going to go ahead now and create the scrollable canvas. Just in case you want to put some instructions or anything like that, that's why I thought it'd be a good idea to have a scrollable frame or a scrollable canvas. So let's go ahead and build this really quickly. We need a variable, and it's going to be a canvas, and we want to put this inside of container. Let's go ahead and give it a width of 850 and a height of 450. Let's do a scroll bar. So we need a variable of scroll equals a scroll bar. And we want to put the scroll bar inside of container. And the command equals canvas.yView. Just like that. So let's do canvas.config. The y scroll command, just like that. Y scroll command. And the y scroll command is going to be scroll.set, just like that, scroll.set. And then we're going to do a scroll region, and the scroll region will be 0, 0, 100, 750, just like so. And then we're going to do a background, and it's going to equal gray 22. That's perfect. Right, so let's go ahead now and do canvas.pack, and we want to do side equals left, fill equals both, and expand equals true. Just like that. And then we're going to go scroll.pack, side equals right, and fill equals Y. There we go. Let's create a frame. So frame equals frame, and we want to put it inside of canvas. The width, so the width will equal 1450. The height will equal 1000, and the background is going to equal gray 22. There we go. I've almost done with all the typing. Let's go ahead and do canvas.create_window, and we want to create 430 by 250, and then we're going to go window equals frame. There we go. And let's go frame 1 equals a frame, and we want to put that inside of frame. The width is going to equal 798. These are just measurements that I've taken, prior to the course. I actually have already built this project out, so I'm just going off my notes. Let's go ahead and do the height is going to equal 305, and the background equals gray 22. Let's go frame 1.pack, and we're going to give it a pad Y of 20. And then the final part for this is just going to be a title for it. So let's go title for generator, I guess. Title generator is going to be title underscore gen equals a label. We want to put the label inside of frame 1, and the text is going to equal welcome to the generator. And then we're going to go ahead and give that a font equals Helvetica. The size of this one is 20, and we're going to go bold as well. Let's do the foreground equal white and the background equal black, just like that. And let's go ahead and put this on the screen. So title gen.pack and pad Y of 20. So if we actually save this right now, let's go ahead and run this. We've got a error here. Let's just double check. What do we have here? Line 44. Just go down to line 44. So we need to put an equals here. I missed that one out, guys. So if you missed that one out as well, go ahead and pop an equals just between scroll region and its values, so we can save this. Let's go ahead and run this now. Okay, so far this is what we've got. Let's minimize that one. So we've got the logo, we've got the title, we have a scrollable canvas. So it's quite cool. We've got the main sort of display set. We've got this title here, which we'll move, or we'll sort something out with the title. We're going to have all the information in here anyway, but it's easy in this kind of format. We can now build more tabs. If you want to have a welcome, which could advertise some of your other projects that you've done, you can do that. You can have an instructions page. You could have multiple different generators on here. You can do whatever you want, but this just gives you the rough idea of you can build some cool modern looking apps. But we're going to go ahead and build all the functionality out in the next video. This one's getting a little bit long now, but I hope you have enjoyed. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and tune in for the next part where we'll be actually building the main password generator inside of this GUI. So I hope you enjoyed it, and I'll see you in the next video.